I don't know if anybody can hear the audio from that. Oh, it's there, yeah. Okay. It's apparently working. I wonder what we'll see. That's there. We're sort of working. It's supposed to be on this screen. And there we go. Cool. Turn that down just so you might be able to hear me a little bit better over the video. I don't know if you can. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. Here we go then. 2 minutes. I don't even think I've charged this today. It's crazy that the S23 Ultra actually gets to the point where I'm like, oh no, I haven't charged my phone today. There's not been a phone like that for a long time. Ibrahim, how are we, sir? Can you hear me okay over that music? Or do you want the music a bit lower? Perfect. Wow. I'll take perfect, mate. I'll take perfect. That's what I like to hear. Seconds. I feel like that's louder now. Do you think that's still loud? Can you still hear me okay? Because I feel like I can't hear myself. Here we go. What will be the surprises today?
We set out to significantly improve the lives of as many people as possible. And with a little help, you found new answers, discovered new places, The right words came at just the right time. And we even learned how to spell the word Epicurean.
I-A-N.
Life got a little easier. Our photos got a little better. And we got closer to a world where we all belong.
All stations ready to resume count. 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
So as we stand
We'll go
on the
Google
cusp of a
Spatial.
new era, new breakthroughs in AI will reimagine the ways we can help. We will have the chance to improve the lives of billions of people. We will give businesses the opportunity to thrive and grow. And help society answer the toughest questions we have to face. Now, we don't take this for granted. So while our ambition is bold, our approach will always be responsible. Because our goal is to make AI helpful for everyone.
Bit of an emphasis on AI, right? Jimmy! Joe! Fucking go! My head's alright, mate.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Google
It's
I/O.
fucking morning.
It's great to see so many of you here at Shoreline, so many developers, and a huge thanks to the millions joining from around the world, from Bangladesh to Brazil to our new Bayview campus right next door. It's so great to have you as always. As you may have heard, AI is having a very busy year. So we've got lots to talk about. Let's get started. 7 years into our journey as an AI-first company, we are at an exciting inflection point. We have an opportunity to make AI even more helpful for people, for businesses, for communities, for everyone. We've been applying AI to make our products radically more helpful for a while. With generative AI, we are taking the next step. With a bold and responsible approach, we are reimagining all our core products, including search. You will hear more later in the keynote.
Oh boy.
Let me start with few examples of how generative AI is helping to evolve our products, starting with Gmail. In 2017, we launched Smart Reply. Short responses you could select with just one click. Next came Smart Compose, which offered writing suggestions as you type. Smart Compose led to more advanced writing features
I've got
powered
COVID,
by
Jimmy,
AI.
so I'm not that healthy.
They've been used in Workspace over 180 billion times
I'm all right, though.
in the past year alone. And now with a much more powerful generative model, we are taking the next step in Gmail with Help Me Write. Let's say you got this email that your flight was canceled. The airline has sent a voucher, but what you really want is a full refund. You could reply and use Help Me Write. Just type in the prompt of what you want, an email to ask for a full refund, hit create, and a full draft appears. As you can see, it conveniently pulled in flight details from the previous email. And it looks pretty close to what you want to send. Maybe you
Staying
want to
hydrated,
refine
Jimmy.
it further.
Staying hydrated.
In this case, a more elaborate email might increase the chances of getting the refund. And there you go. I think it's ready to send. Help Me Write will start rolling out as part of our Workspace updates. And just like with Smart Compose, you will see it get better over time. The next example is Maps. Since the early days of Street View, AI has stitched together billions
Very
of
clever.
panoramic images so people can explore the world from their device. At last year's
They've got to
I/O,
punch back
we
on,
introduced
AI,
Immersive View,
like
which uses
ASAP,
AI to
like-
create a high-fidelity representation of a place so you can
Microsoft have got the
experience it
jump on 'em.
before you visit. Now we are expanding that same technology to do what Maps does best. Help you get where you want
Guys,
to
if
go.
you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the
Google
stream
Maps
as well, that
provides
would be
20
really,
billion kilometers
great.
of directions
Appreciate it.
every day. That's a lot of trips. Imagine if you could see
I
your
use Maps
whole
quite a
trip
bit.
in advance. With immersive view for routes, now you can. Whether you're walking, cycling,
Yeah.
or driving.
big competition.
Let me show you what I mean. Say I'm in New York City and I want to go on a bike ride. Maps has given me a couple of options close to where I am. I like the one on the waterfront, so let's go with that. Looks scenic. And I want to get a feel for it first. Click on immersive view for routes.
Yeah,
and it's an
compass with the win.
entirely new way to look at my journey. I can zoom in to get an incredible bird's eye view of the ride. And as we turn, we get onto a great bike path.
I mean, that is very cool. But
It looks like it's going to be a beautiful ride. You can also check today's air quality.
I'm not sure
Looks
I'm
like
keen on
AQI
that.
is 43, pretty good. And if I want to check traffic and weather and see how they might change over the next few hours, I can do
I
that.
haven't, no.
Looks like it's going to pour later, so maybe I want to get going now. Immersive view for routes will begin to roll out over the summer and launch in 15 cities by the end of the year.
I was going to say, it's going to be limited
including
cities, isn't it?
London, New York, Tokyo, and San Francisco.
I imagine that will drain battery a lot quicker, yes.
Another product made better by AI is Google Photos.
Ooh,
We introduced it
Laura's
at
here.
I/O in 2015.
Well,
It
you
was
here
one
to
of our
torment
first
me?
AI-native products. Breakthroughs in machine learning
It's impossible.
made it
I've got
possible
COVID,
to
you can't
search your
torment me.
photos for things like people, sunsets, or waterfalls. Of course, we want you to do more than just search photos. We also want to help you make them better. In fact, every month, 1.7 billion images are edited in Google Photos. AI advancements give us more powerful ways
Samsung's
to
is
do
coming,
this.
don't worry.
For example, Magic Eraser, launched first on Pixel, uses AI-powered computational photography to remove unwanted distractions.
Yeah, it's great having it on my
And later this
S23
year,
Ultra now.
using a combination of
great
semantic
reason to buy a
understanding
Pixel,
and
right?
generative AI, you can do much more with a new experience called Magic Editor. Let's have a look.
Oh.
Say you're on a hike and you stop to take a photo in front of a waterfall. You wish you had taken your bag off for the photo, so let's go ahead and remove that bag strap. The photo feels a bit dark, so you can improve the lighting. And maybe you want to even get rid of some clouds to make it feel as sunny as you remember it. Looking even closer, you wish you had posed so it looks like you're really catching the water in your hand. No problem. You can adjust that.
I think their presentation bugged out a bit there because it kind of skipped the other bits.
There you go. Let's look at one more photo. This is a great photo, but as a parent, you always want your kid at the center of it all. And it looks like the balloons got cut off in this one. So you can go ahead and reposition the birthday boy. Magic Editor automatically recreates parts of the bench and balloons that were not captured in the original shot.
That's pretty impressive
As a
if it
finishing
works.
touch, you can punch up the sky. It changes the lighting in the rest of the photo so the edit feels consistent. It's truly magical. We are excited to roll out Magic Editor in Google Photos later this year.
But again, it's a Google Photos feature. It's not a Pixel feature. It's a Google Photos feature. And I do worry about
From
Pixel's exclusive
Gmail and
features, to be
Photos
honest.
to Maps, these are just a few examples of how AI can help you in moments that matter. And there is so much more we can do to deliver the full potential of AI across the products you know and love. Today,
is cool.
we have 15 products that each serve more than 500
Yeah.
million people and businesses. And 6 of those products
It's a good
serve
idea,
over
Laura. It's a
2
good
billion
idea.
users each.
I will do
This
that.
gives us so many opportunities to deliver on our mission,
Or half a dog.
to organize the world's information and make it universally
imagine what monstrosity it
accessible
might come
and
up with?
useful. It's a timeless mission that feels more relevant with each passing year. And looking ahead, making AI helpful for everyone is the most profound way we will advance our mission. And we are doing this in 4 important ways. First, by improving your knowledge and learning and deepening your understanding of the
End up
world.
with like a Minotaur or something.
Second, by boosting creativity and productivity so you can express yourself and get things done. Third, by enabling developers and businesses to build their own transformative products
Half
and
Tommy,
services.
half Milo.
And finally, by
They're
building
both-
and deploying
they're
AI
both,
responsibly so that everyone can
Yorkies, so
benefit equally. We are
it's not
so
really
excited
not really
by
a
the
hybrid, is it?
opportunities ahead. Our ability to make AI helpful for everyone relies on continuously advancing our foundation models. So I want to take a moment to share how we are approaching them. Last year, you heard us talk about PaLM.
You can use
which led to
Samsungs for that though,
many
can't you? The thing is,
improvements
Google
across our
services
products.
are on everything, so...
Today, we are ready to announce our
Well,
latest
Pixels
PaLM
are
model
very
in
smart.
production,
They're
PaLM 2.
probably the only real smartphone I think out there, because of the software features are that clever.
PaLM 2 builds on our fundamental research and our latest infrastructure.
Two-Face, yeah.
Highly capable at a wide range of tasks and easy to deploy. We are announcing over 25 products and features powered by PaLM 2 today. PaLM 2 models deliver excellent foundational capabilities across a wide range of sizes. We have affectionately named them Gecko, Otter, Bison, and Unicorn.
Why?
Gecko is so lightweight that it can work on mobile devices, fast enough for great interactive applications on device, even when offline. PaLM 2 models are stronger in logic and reasoning,
So
thanks
is that
to
going to be built
broad
into
training on
Tensor then?
scientific and mathematical topics. It's also trained on multilingual text, spanning over 100 languages.
Yeah.
So it understands and generates nuanced results. Combined with powerful coding capabilities, PaLM 2 can also help developers collaborating around the world. Let's look at this example. Let's say you're working with a colleague in Seoul and you're debugging code.
5 Google accounts.
You can ask it to fix a bug and help out your teammate by adding comments in Korean to the code. It first recognizes the code is recursive, suggests a fix, and even
So you mean within
explains
Chrome
the reasoning
specifically?
behind the fix. And as you can see, it added comments in Korean, just
Yeah.
like you asked.
It's a good question. I've not really switched profiles too much on Chrome.
While PaLM 2 is
I don't think I've done it on
highly
mobile at
capable,
all.
it really shines when fine-tuned on domain-specific knowledge. We recently released
check that.
SecPaLM, a version of PaLM 2 fine-tuned for security use cases. It uses AI to better detect malicious scripts and can help security experts understand and resolve threats. Another example is MedPaLM 2. In this case, it's fine-tuned on medical knowledge. This fine-tuning achieved a 9x reduction in inaccurate reasoning when compared to the model, approaching the performance of clinician experts who answered the same set of questions. In fact, MedPaLM 2 was the first
Get ready,
language
clinicians,
model
you're going next.
to perform at expert level on medical licensing exam-style questions and is currently the state of the art. We are also working to add capabilities to MedPaLM 2 so that it can synthesize information from medical imaging, like plain films and mammograms. You can imagine an AI collaborator that
People
helps
genuinely don't
radiologists
realize how many
interpret
jobs
images
are going to
and
disappear
communicate
because
the
of AI.
results. These are some examples of
gonna
PaLM
be
2
so
being
many.
used in specialized domains. We can't wait to see it used in more. That's why I'm pleased to announce
enough,
that
Laura.
it is now available in preview, and I'll let Thomas share more.
Approaching the level of a clinician, and they're only just rolling this out
PaLM
in
2 is the
preview.
latest step in our decade-long journey to bring AI in responsible ways to billions of people. It
And it's
builds
gonna
on
improve
progress
quickly.
made by 2 world-class teams, the Brain team and
Because
DeepMind.
they're all in competition with each other
Looking
now.
back at the defining AI breakthroughs over the
Yeah,
last
until that.
decade, these teams have contributed to a
Judgment
significant
Day.
number of them. AlphaGo, transformers, sequence-to-sequence models, and so on. All this helps set the stage for the inflection point we are at today. We recently
Fun.
brought these two teams together into a single unit, Google DeepMind. Using the computational resources of Google, they have focused on building more capable systems safely and responsibly. This includes our next generation foundation model, Gemini, which is still in training. Gemini was created from the ground up to be multimodal, highly efficient at tool and API integrations, and built to enable future innovations like memory and planning. While still early, we are already seeing impressive multimodal capabilities not seen in prior models. Once fine-tuned and rigorously tested for safety, Gemini will be available at various sizes and capabilities, just like PaLM 2. As we invest in more advanced models, we are also deeply investing in AI responsibility.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
This includes having the tools to identify synthetically generated content whenever you encounter it.
That's
Two important
useful.
approaches are watermarking and metadata. Watermarking embeds information directly into content in ways that are maintained even through modest image editing. Moving forward, we are building our models to include watermarking and other techniques from the start. If you look at the synthetic image, it's impressive how real it looks. So you can imagine how important this is going to be in the future. Metadata
Not far off.
allows content creators to associate additional context with original files, giving you more information whenever you encounter an image. We'll ensure every one of our AI-generated images has that metadata. James will talk about our responsible
What about
approach
other
to
people's
AI later.
AI-generated images?
As models get better
Other companies.
and more capable, one of the most exciting opportunities is making them available for people to engage with directly. That's the opportunity we have with Bard, our
There we go.
experiment for conversational AI. We are rapidly
ChatGPT,
evolving
watch
Bard.
out.
It now supports a wide range of programming capabilities.
Maybe.
And it's gotten much smarter at reasoning and math prompts. And as of today, it is now fully running on PaLM 2. To share more about what's coming, let me turn it over to Sissy.
Thanks, Sundar. Large language models have captured the world's imagination, changing how we think about the future of computing. We launched Bard as a limited access experiment on a lightweight large language model to get feedback and iterate.
I did
And
get
since
invited
then,
to that,
the
but I
team
just
has
didn't
been
use
working
it.
hard to make rapid improvements and launch them quickly. With PaLM 2, Bard's math, logic, and reasoning skills made a huge leap forward, underpinning its ability to help developers with programming. Bard can now collaborate on tasks like code generation, debugging, and explaining code snippets. Bard has already learned more than 20 programming languages, including C++, Go,
How long until programmers and
JavaScript,
stuff are just
Python, Kotlin,
obsolete?
and even Google Sheets functions.
Like, seriously.
And we're thrilled to see that coding has quickly become one of the most popular things that people are doing with Bard. So let's take a look at an example. I've recently been learning chess, and for fun,
Like you were
I
saying,
thought
it's
I'd
just
see if
it
I
was
can
an early
program a
test,
move in Python.
just to get some feedback.
How would I use Python to generate the scholar's mate move in chess? Okay, here Bard created a script to recreate this chess move in Python. And notice how it also formatted the code nicely, making it easy to read. We've also heard great feedback from developers about how Bard provides code citations. And starting next week, you'll notice something right here. We're making code citations even more precise. If Bard brings in a block of code, just click this annotation, and Bard will underline the block and link to the source. Now, Bard can also help me understand the code. Could you tell me what chess.board does in this code? Now, this is a super helpful explanation of what it's doing and makes things more clear. All right, let's see if we can make this code a little better. How would I improve this code?
Yeah, we haven't got it yet either, Blum.
Okay, let's see. There's a list comprehension, creating a function,
The
and using
pixels
a
are
generator.
coming.
Those are some great suggestions. Now, could you join them into one single Python code block? Okay, now Bard is rebuilding the code with these improvements. Okay, great. How easy was that? And in a couple clicks, I can move this directly into Colab. Developers love the ability to bring code from Bard
I already
into
told him
their
about
workflow,
that.
like to Colab. So coming soon, we're adding the ability to export and run code with our
So
partner
bloody rude.
Replit, starting with Python.
It's impressive what you can do with this.
We've also heard that you want dark theme, so starting today, you can activate it.
Well, my eyes already feel better.
You can activate it right in Bard or let it follow your OS settings. And speaking of exporting,
I'm imagining a sea of
people
floating
often
heads
ask
now
Bard
that
for
are
a
just
head
all my
start
face.
drafting emails and documents. So today,
It's not a
we are
good look.
launching 2 more export actions, making it easy to move Bard's
I don't think
responses
anything can
right
do that,
into
Blum.
Gmail and Docs.
Impressive. Most impressive.
So we're excited by how quickly Bard and the underlying models are improving, but we're not stopping there.
Big nightmare.
We want to bring more capabilities to Bard to fuel your curiosity and imagination. And so I'm excited to announce that tools are coming to Bard.
Tools? Blam, they got you?
As you
being
collaborate
added
with
to
Bard,
Bard?
you'll be able to tap into services from Google and extensions with partners to let you do things never before possible. And of course, we'll approach this responsibly in a secure and private way, letting you always
moon.
stay in control. We're starting with some of the
Definitely,
Google apps
Ibrahim,
that people
definitely.
love and use every day. It's incredible what Bard can already do with text.
Soft face.
But images are such a fundamental part of how we learn and express. So, in the next few weeks,
Don't be a
Bard will
T-word.
become more visual, both in its responses and your prompts. So, if you ask, what are some must-see sites
I've got no intention
in
of
New
changing
Orleans?
sex.
Bard's going to use Google Search and the Knowledge Graph to find the most relevant images. Okay, here we go. The French Quarter, the Garden District. These images are really giving me a much better sense of what I'm exploring. We'll also make it easy for you to prompt Bard with images, giving you even more
Ibrahim,
ways to
don't.
explore
Just
and create.
don't. Please.
People love Google Lens,
No.
and in the coming months, we're bringing in the
No.
powers of Lens to Bard. So,
No.
so if you're looking to have some fun with your fur babies, you might upload an image and ask Bard to write
Look at
a
that
funny
dog,
caption
man.
about these two.
Look at the tongue.
And Lens detects that this is a photo of a goofy German Shepherd and a golden retriever, and then Bard uses
Goofy?
that to create some funny captions.
Next time I see a person that looks like that, I'm going to say, you look a bit goofy.
If you ask me, I
Bit
think
unfair
they're
to
both
Doug,
good
right?
boys. Okay, now let's do another one. Imagine I'm 18 and I need to apply to college.
Don't know what that feels
I won't
like.
date myself with how long it's been, but it's still an overwhelming process. So I'm thinking about colleges, but I'm not sure what I want to focus on. I'm into video games, and what kinds of programs might be interesting?
Game design, if you're into
Okay,
video
this
games,
is a
that
helpful
is...
head start.
Wow.
Animation looks pretty
I
interesting.
could not have thought of that.
Now I could ask, help me find colleges with animation programs in Pennsylvania.
I'm sure you
Okay,
can just
great.
Google
That's a
that
good
anyway,
list of
right?
schools. Now, to see where these are, I might now say, show these on a map. Here, Bard's going to use Google Maps to visualize where the schools are. This is super helpful, and it's exciting to see that there's plenty of options not too far from home.
No.
Now let's start organizing things a bit.
I'll
Show
just say
these
neither of
options as
these
a
are
table.
good boys. Show me a different picture.
Nice. Structured and organized, but there's more I want to know. Add a column showing whether they're public or private schools.
Make sure you clap, people.
Perfect. This is a great start to build on. And now let's move this to Google Sheets so my family can jump in later to help me with my search.
I'm not getting my family to help me. What are you on about? I'm 18. I don't want anything to do with my family.
You can see how easy
They know
it will be to get a
nothing.
jump start in Bard and quickly have something useful to move over to apps like Docs or Sheets
Slippery
to
Rock
build on
University.
with others. Okay, now that's a taste of what's possible when Bard meets some of Google's apps. But that's just the start. Bard will be able to tap into all kinds of services from across the web with extensions from incredible partners like Instacart,
YouTube.
Indeed, Khan Academy, and many more.
Indeed.
So here's a look at one coming in
Spotify.
the next couple months.
The way
With
she says
Adobe
perfect is
Firefly,
triggering me.
You'll be able to generate
You get triggered by
completely
everything,
new
mate.
images from your imagination
everything.
right in Bard.
Tap that ass. Wow.
Now, let's say I'm planning a birthday party for my 7-year-old who loves unicorns. I want a fun image to send out with the invitations. Make an image of a unicorn and a cake at a kid's party. Okay, now Bard is working with Firefly to bring what I imagined to life. How amazing is that? This will unlock all kinds of ways
That last
you
one
can
looks
take
really
your
disappointed
creativity
at the,
further
the
and
cake.
faster. And we are so excited for this partnership. Bard continues to rapidly improve and learn new abilities.
I love
And we
unicorns.
want to let
Yep.
people around the world try it out and share their feedback. So today, we are removing
do.
the waitlist and opening up Bard to over 180 countries and territories.
There we go. It'll be interesting to see how it is now, compared to
With more coming soon.
ChatGPT.
And in addition to becoming available in more places, Bard is also becoming available in more languages. Beyond English, starting today, you'll be able to talk to Bard in Japanese and Korean.
Oh, that's great. I couldn't actually speak Japanese and Korean before, so now I can do that. That's brilliant.
Adding languages responsibly involves deep work
Hey,
to
Devin.
get things like quality
It's
and
all
local
AI
nuances
stuff at the minute,
right.
mate.
And we're pleased to share that we're on track to support 40
You've missed
languages
nothing.
soon.
All the pixel goodness is to come. By the way, guys, if you wouldn't mind
It's
dropping a
amazing
like
to
on
see
the
the rate
screen,
of
that would
progress
be
so
muchly
far.
appreciated.
More advanced models, so many new capabilities, and the ability for even more people to collaborate with Bard. And when we're ready to move Bard to our Gemini model, I'm really excited about more advancements to come. So that's where we're going with Bard, connecting tools from
Lots of
Google
stuff to do with
and
Bard
amazing
and
services
other AI
across the
tools that
web
they're bringing out.
to help you do
It all looks
and
quite
create
impressive, and it's
anything
all
you
just
can
going to
imagine
build up
through
now.
a fluid collaboration
They're really
with our
rolling
most
things out
capable
properly,
large
so-
language models. There's so
Yeah, it
much
should
to
be- it
share
should
in the
be
days
impressive.
ahead. And now, to hear more about how large language
Just a
models
case of
are
how
enabling next generation
ChatGPT
productivity
competes.
features right in Workspace, I'll hand it over to Aparna.
They showed a magic eraser feature. It was magic something. I've already forgot.
From the very beginning,
Looks pretty cool.
Workspace was built to allow you to collaborate in real time with other people.
Like RDNA 1, 2, and 3.
Now,
Yeah.
you can collaborate in real time with AI. AI can act as a coach, a thought partner, a source of inspiration, as well as a productivity booster across all of the apps of Workspace. Our first steps with AI as a collaborator were via the Help
They
Me
should.
Write feature.
They
in
should, but
Gmail
at the end of the
and
day,
Docs, which
they're
launched to
behind.
trusted testers
They're having to catch
in
up.
March.
Microsoft got the jump on them.
We've been truly blown away
So we'll have to
by
see
the
what
clever
happens.
and creative ways these features are being used. From writing essays,
What Laura said.
sales pitches, project plans, client outreach, and so much more.
Sorry, I'm dislocating
Since
my thumb
then,
now.
we've been busy
That deserves a
expanding these
dislike.
helpful features across more surfaces. Let me show you a few
Add them
examples.
more. Another hour before they share Pixel phones.
One of our most
Hey,
popular
it might not
use
be that long.
cases is the trusty job description. Every business, big or small, needs to hire people. A good job description can make all the difference. Here's how Docs has been helping. Say you run a fashion boutique and need to
How are you
hire a
doing though,
textile
Hatimor?
designer. To get started, you enter just a few
Hatamor?
words
It's
as a
Hat Armor, I
prompt.
know it is, but Hatamor, it sounds more, you know.
Senior level job description for textile designer. Docs will take that prompt, send it to our PaLM 2-based model, and let's see what I got back. Not bad. With just 7 words, the model came back with a good starting point, written
Where's
out
Apple?
really nicely for me.
It's a good
Now
question.
you can take that and customize it for the kind of experience, education, and skill set
It's a good
that this
question.
role needs, saving you a ton of time and effort.
They'll release their IA 3 years.
Next.
Yeah, this is definitely up your street, Laura.
Let me show
Mr.
you how you
Noble.
can get more
Hello,
organized
sir.
with Sheets.
How are we doing?
Imagine you run a dog walking business and need to keep track of things like your clients, logistics about the dogs, like what time they need to be walked, for how
Yeah,
long,
that.
etc. Sheets can help you get organized. In a new sheet, simply type something like client and pet roster for a dog walking business with rates and hit create. Sheet sends this input to a fine-tuned model that we've been training with all sorts of Sheet-specific use cases.
Aw.
Look at
Nice.
that. The model
Appreciate
The
it,
model
Jimmy.
figured out what you might need. The generated table has things like the dog's name, client info, notes, etc. This is a good start for you to tinker with. Sheets made it easy for you to get started,
Nice one, man.
so you can go back to doing what you love.
That's
Speaking
Laura,
of
ladies
getting
and
back to
gentlemen.
things you love, let's talk about Google
I
Slides.
love doing my spreadsheet.
People use slides for storytelling all the time, whether at work or in their personal lives. For example, you get your extended family to collect anecdotes, haikus, jokes for your parents' 50th wedding anniversary in a slide deck. Everyone does their bit, but maybe this deck could have more pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
Let's pick one of the slides and use the poem on there as a prompt for image generation. Mom loves her pizza, cheesy and
All
true,
things.
while Dad's favorite treat is a warm pot of fondue.
I'm getting
Let's
told
hit
on.
create and see what it comes up with. Behind the scenes, that quote is sent as an input to our text-to-image models,
Oh,
and we know
pizza
it's
now.
unlikely that the user will be happy with just one option. So we generate about 6 to 8 images so that you have the ability to choose and refine. Whoa, I have some oddly delicious-looking fondue pizza images.
AI can pizzas
Now,
now.
this style's a little too cartoony for me, so
Pizzazz.
I'm going to ask it to try again. Let's change the style to photography and give it a whirl. Just as weird, but it works for me. You can have endless fun with this, with no limits on cheesiness or creativity. Starting next month, trusted testers will be able to try this and 6 more generative AI features
Trusted
across
testers.
Workspace. And later this year, all of this will be generally available to business and consumer workspace users via a new service called Duet AI for
Oh.
Workspace.
It will only cost you £500 a year. Don't start, Jackie. Drop a like on the stream, please. Thank you. Love you.
Stepping back a bit, I showed you a few powerful examples of how Workspace can help you get more done with just a few words as prompts. Prompts are a powerful way of collaborating with AI. The right prompt can unlock far more from these models. However, it can be daunting for many of us to even know where to start. Well, what if we could solve that for you? What if AI could proactively offer you prompts?
What if it could run
Even
your
better.
life?
What if these prompts were actually
Soon.
contextual and changed based on what you're working on? I am super excited to show you
Are
a
you?
preview of just that. This is how we see the future of collaboration with AI coming to life. Let's switch to a live demo so I can show you what I mean. Tony's here to help me with that. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Aparna.
Hey, Tony.
So, my niece Mira and I are working on a spooky story together for summer camp.
Ooh, spooky.
We've already written a few paragraphs, but now we're stuck. Let's get some help.
There is no way I'd be showing people my writing.
As you can see, we launch a side panel, something the team
I always
fondly
behave.
calls Sidekick. Sidekick instantly reads and processes the document and offers some really neat suggestions, along with an open prompt dialogue. If we look closely, we can see some of the suggestions, like what happened to the golden seashell?
That's how it's going to be.
What are common mystery plot twists?
Mr. Noble knows.
Let's try the seashell option and see what it comes back with.
Thanks
Now,
for
what's
the
happening
light,
behind the
Jackie.
scenes is that we've provided the entire document as context to the model, along with the suggested prompt, and let's see what we got back. The golden
Yes, it
seashell
is.
was eaten by a giant squid that lives in the cove.
It definitely is.
This is a good start. Let's insert these as notes so that we can continue our little project.
Joe's
Now,
still here.
one of the interesting observations we have is that it's actually easier to react
Yeah,
to something.
kids
or
are going to
perhaps
cheat
use
on
that to say,
everything.
I want to go in a different direction. And this is exactly
They're gonna
what
cheat on
AI can help
everything.
with. I see a new suggestion on there for generating images. Let's see what this does. The story has a village, a golden
It's already a
seashell,
nightmare.
and other details. And instead of having to type all of that out, the model picks up these details
They're having
from the
whole
document
essays written
and
out for
generates
them.
images.
It's crazy.
These are some cool pictures, and I bet my niece will love these. Let's insert them into the doc for fun. Thank you, Tony.
Cheers, Tony.
I'm going to walk you through some more examples, and this will help you see why this powerful new contextual collaboration is such a remarkable boost to productivity and creativity. Say you're writing to your neighbors about an upcoming potluck. Now, as you can see,
A what?
Sidekick has
Potluck.
summarized what this conversation is about. Last year, everyone brought hummus. Who doesn't love hummus?
I've
But
never
this
heard
year,
of a
you want a
potluck.
little more variety. Let's see what people signed up to bring. Now, somewhere in this thread is a Google Sheet where you've collected that information. You can get some help
Am I just
by
uneducated?
typing,
Don't answer
write
that. I
a
know I
note
am.
about the main dishes people are bringing,
Uncultured, maybe.
and let's see what we get back. Go. Awesome. It found the right sheet and cited the source in the Found In section, giving you confidence that this is not made up. It looks good. You can insert it directly into your email.
Yeah, I'd sort of worked that
Let's end
out,
with an
but I just never
example
heard of it.
how this can help you at work. Say you're about to give an important presentation, and you've been so focused
So
on the
it's
content that you forgot
not
to
something I'd heard
prepare
of.
speaker notes. The presentation is in an hour. Uh-oh. No need to
Oh,
panic.
mate.
Look at what one of the suggestions
I would
is.
not be
Create
surprised.
speaker notes for each slide. Let's see what happens.
Laura's not a fan of the potluck.
What happened behind the scenes here is that the presentation and other relevant context was sent to the model to help create these notes. And once you've reviewed them, you can hit insert and edit the notes to convey what you intended. So you can now deliver the presentation without worrying about the notes. As you can see, we've been having a ton of fun playing with this. We can see the true potential of AI as a collaborator, and we'll be bringing this experience to Duet AI for Workspace.
Collaborator.
With that, I'll hand it back to Sundar.
Collaborator. Doing all the work for you. Collaborate.
Thanks, Aparna. It's exciting to see all the innovation coming to Google Workspace. As AI continues to improve rapidly, we are focused on giving helpful features to our users. And starting today, we are giving you a new way to preview some of the experiences across Workspace and other products. It's called Labs.
Labs.
I say new,
I
but
love
Google
Labs.
has a long history of bringing labs, and we've made it available throughout our history as well.
They are
You can
very
check
nice
it
dogs.
out at google.com/labs. Next up, we're going to talk about
Yes.
search. Search has been our founding product from our earliest days.
Agreed, Laura.
And we've always approached it placing user trust above everything else. to give you a sense of how we are bringing generative AI in
Sounds like an
search,
interesting evening.
I'm going to invite Kathy onto the stage. Kathy?
There's only so much you can do with AI, like in terms of like creating videos and things like that. I think it's a little bit more limited. Because sometimes it just doesn't make sense.
Thanks, Sundar.
But then for some people, they don't
I've
mind
been
putting
working
out
in search
content
for many years.
that makes no
And what
sense.
inspires me so much is how it continues to be an
There's loads of
unsolved
YouTube channels
problem.
already just built off of AI.
And that's why I'm just so excited by the
It's
potential
insane.
of bringing generative AI into search. Let's give it a whirl. So let's start with a search for what's better for a family with kids under 3
Paradise
and a
Punch.
dog, Bryce Canyon or Arches. Now, although this is the question that you have, you probably wouldn't ask it in this way today. You'd break it down into smaller ones, sift through the information, and then piece things together yourself.
It's crazy.
Now, search does the heavy lifting for you. What you see here looks pretty different, so let me first give you a quick tour. You'll notice a new integrated search results page, so you can get even more out of a single search. There's an AI-powered snapshot that quickly gives you the lay of the land on a topic. And so here you can see that while both parks are kid-friendly, only Bryce
Mr. Noble, I do
Canyon
the same
has
thing to
more
write my scripts for
options
videos.
your
Try and buy
furry
I use
friend.
ChatGPT, I just use it as a basic starting point.
Then if you
That's a
want
good
dig
way
deeper,
to use it.
there are links included in the snapshot.
Sort of spitball ideas, get
You
a
can also
general
click to
outline, and
expand
then
your view.
fill it out
And you'll
yourself.
see how the information is
a good way of doing it.
corroborated. So you can check out more details and really explore the richness of the topic. This new experience builds on Google's ranking and safety systems that we've been fine-tuning for decades. And search will continue to be your jumping-off point to what makes the web so special. Its diverse range of content, from publishers to creators, businesses, and even people like you and me. So you can check
Like
out
you and me.
recommendations from experts
We are the same.
like the National Park Service, and learn from authentic, first-hand experiences like the Mom Trotter blog. Because even in a world where AI can provide insights, we know that people will always value the input of other people, and a thriving web is essential to that. These new generative AI, thank you.
Please cheer first before I carry on.
These new generative AI capabilities will make search smarter and searching simpler. And as you've seen, this is really especially helpful when you need to make sense of something complex with multiple angles to explore. You know, those times when even your question has questions. So, for example, let's say you're searching for a good bike for a 5-mile commute with hills. This can be a big purchase, so you want to do your research. In the AI-powered snapshot, you'll see important considerations like motor and battery for taking on those hills, and suspension for a comfortable ride. Right below
just a soft drink.
you'll see products that fit the bill, each with images, reviews, helpful descriptions, and current pricing. This is built on Google's Shopping Graph, the world's most comprehensive data set of constantly changing products, sellers, brands, reviews, and inventory out there, with over 35 billion listings. In fact, there are 1.8 billion live updates to our shopping graph every hour. So you can shop with
That's a lot of
confidence in this new
updates.
experience, knowing that you'll get fresh, relevant results. And for commercial queries like this, we also know that ads can be especially helpful to connect people with useful information and help businesses get discovered online. They're here, clearly labeled, and we're exploring different ways to integrate them as we roll out new experiences in search. And now that you've done some research, you might want to explore more. So right under the snapshot, you'll see the option to ask a follow-up question or select a suggested next step. Tapping any of these options will bring you into our brand new conversational mode.
I can't wait to talk to AI. It's fun.
In this case, maybe you want to ask a follow-up about e-bikes. So you look for one in your favorite color, red. And without having to go back to square one, Google Search understands your full intent and that you're looking specifically.
By the way, we're going to be live
for
again
e-bikes
tomorrow.
in red that would be good for
just
a
to
5 mile
talk
commute
about
with
the
hills.
Xperia
And
1
even
Mark
when you're in this
5.
conversational mode, it's an integrated
Because that should be
experience.
announced in the morning
So you
before
can
I actually
simply
wake
scroll
up.
to
So
see other search results.
I'm going to get on in the
Now,
morning or
maybe
midday,
this e-bike seems
and
to be a good
we'll
fit
take
for
a
your
look at
commute. With
the
just
whole
a click, you're
presentation
able to
that they
see a
do for
variety
it.
of retailers that have it in stock,
We'll
and
watch
some
it.
that offer free delivery or returns. You'll also see current prices, including deals, and can seamlessly go to a merchant site,
Not get up that
check
early.
out,
There's no point.
and turn your attention to what really matters, getting ready to ride. These new generative AI capabilities also unlock a whole new category of experiences on search. It could help you create a clever name for your cycling club, craft the perfect social post to show off your new wheels, or even test your knowledge on bicycle hand signals. These are things
You'd rather
you
use
may
all sorts of
never
different
have
things, Mr.
thought
Noble.
to ask search for before. Shopping is just one example of where this can be helpful. Let's walk through another one in a live demo. What do you say?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
So special shout out to my 3-year-old daughter who is obsessed
Pixel
with
7
whales.
Pro.
I wanted to teach her about whale song. So let me go to the Google app and ask, why do whales like to sing? And so here I see a snapshot that organizes the web results and
Yeah, it's a
gets
shame
me
it's a
the
touch
key
too
things
early.
I want to know, so I can understand quickly that, oh, they sing for a lot of different reasons, like to communicate with other whales, but also to find food. And I can click see more
They
to
say that,
expand here
Ibrahim.
as well.
They say that.
Now, if I was actually with my daughter and not on stage in front of thousands of people, I'd be checking out some of these web results right now. They look pretty good. Now, I'm thinking she'd get a kick out of seeing one up close. So let me ask.
They say that. I just don't know if I trust it.
Can I see whales in California? And
Yeah,
so the
should have been a
LLMs
Pixel
right
Fold,
now
it
are
would have been a lot
working
better.
behind the scenes to generate my snapshot, distilling insights and perspectives from across the web. It looks like in Northern California, I can see humpbacks around this time of year. That's cool. I'll have to plan to take her on a trip soon. And again, I can see some really great results from across the web. And if I want to refer to the results of my previous question, I can just scroll right up.
Of course, Laura, of course.
Now, she's got a birthday coming up, so I can follow up
Absolutely.
with plush ones for kids under $40.
Plush ones. You mean plushes?
Again, the LLMs are organizing this information for me, and this process will get faster over time. These seem like some great options. I think she'll really like the second one. She's into orcas as well.
Killer
Cute. Live
whales.
demos are always a little nerve-wracking. I'm really glad that one went whale.
Oh, she did not just do that. She did not just do that. You're a plushie. Only because
What
you made
you've
me a
seen
plushie.
today is just a
plus
first
you.
look at how we're experimenting with generative AI in search. And we're excited to keep improving with your feedback through our Search Labs program.
So much
This
cheese.
new search generative experience, also known as SGE, will be available in labs
She cringed
along with some
herself when
other
she said it.
experiments.
You could see
And
it
they'll
in
be
her face.
rolling out in the coming weeks. If you're in the US, you can join the waitlist today
Of course.
by tapping the Labs icon in the latest version of the Google app or Chrome desktop. This new experience really reflects the beginning of a new chapter, and you can think of this evolution as search supercharged.
Supercharged.
Search has been at the core of our timeless mission for 25 years. And as we build for the future, we're so excited for you to turn to Google for things you never dreamed it could. Here's an early look at what's to come for AI in search.
I'ma make them talk like, whoa. Move fast, move slow. Catch me on a roll. Come say hello. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Yes, yes, yes.
Come say hello. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Oh, I have no doubt. It's all about the monetization, isn't it?
You got this. Let's go.
Do I? I've got this, apparently.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? And the answer is
Yes.
no.
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 No. I didn't even think that was a question. Hot dogs, sandwich or not? It's not a sandwich, right? It's not a sandwich. If it's a sandwich, it's a sausage sarnie, right? Hot dog's a hot dog. No. It's not a sandwich. It's not a sandwich. God damn.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That's tricking me
I think
more.
It's more like a taco because the bread goes around it.
There we go. That'll do.
Comes from the expert viewpoint of a vegetarian. Right. Thanks, Kathy. It's so exciting to see how we are evolving search and look forward to building it with you all. So far today,
Pretty
we've
much.
shared how AI can help unlock creativity, productivity, and knowledge.
It does.
As you can see,
We're just
AI
debating,
is not only
hot dogs.
a powerful enabler, it's
Is it a
also
sandwich
big
or is it not?
platform shift.
I think you'll say
Every
it's not.
business and organization is thinking about how to drive transformation. That's why we are focused on making it easy and
It's a way to come into the
scalable
stream,
for
don't
others to innovate with AI.
Love it.
That means providing the most advanced computing infrastructure,
Drop a thumbs up,
including
please. Cheers,
state-of-the-art
guys.
TPUs
Thanks, everyone.
and GPUs, and expanding access to Google's latest foundation models that have been rigorously tested in our own products. We are also working to provide world-class tooling so customers can train,
Give it time, Mr.
fine-tune,
Noble. Give it
and
time.
run their own models.
It'll get there.
With enterprise
First, it will take your
safety,
job, then it
security,
will
and
take your
privacy.
life.
To tell you more about how we are doing this with Google Cloud, please welcome Thomas.
Thomas! Oh, I'm glad he's got his pronouns there. I want to know otherwise.
All of the investments you've heard about today are also coming to businesses. So whether you're an individual developer or a full-scale enterprise, Google is using the power of AI to transform the way you work. There are already thousands of companies using our generative AI platform to create amazing content, to synthesize and organize information, to automate processes, and to build incredible customer experiences. And yes, each and every one of you can too. There are three ways
Just a bit.
Google Cloud can help you take advantage
Highly
of
accurate.
the massive opportunity in front of you. First, you can build generative applications
Damn.
using our AI platform.
They look halfway up his
Vertex AI. With
From that
Vertex,
shot,
you can access
looks all
foundation
legs.
models for chat, text, and image. You just select the model you want to use, create prompts to tune the model, and you can even fine-tune the model's weights on your own dedicated compute clusters. To help you retrieve fresh
I don't think it
and
is.
factual information from your company's databases, your
Trousers
corporate
up to the
internet,
nipples.
your website, and enterprise applications.
Whatever
we
happened
offer
to shell suits?
enterprise search.
They died rightfully.
Our AI platform is so compelling for businesses because it guarantees the privacy of your data. With both Vertex and Enterprise Search, you have sole control of your data and the costs of using generative AI models. In other words,
exactly.
your data is your data and no one else's. You can also choose
a child
the
of the
best
90s,
model
mostly so.
for your specific needs across many sizes that have
The
been
best
optimized
decade.
for cost, latency, and quality. Many leading companies are using our generative AI technologies to build super cool applications. And we've all been blown away by what they're doing. Let's hear
Canva.
from a few of them.
Canva. That's interesting to me.
The unique thing about Google Cloud is the expansive offering.
The Google partnership has taught us to lean in, to iterate, to test and learn, and have the courage to fail fast where we need to.
But also, Google's a really AI-centric company, and so there's a lot for us to learn directly from
Orange
the
still
engineering
exists?
team.
Now, with generative AI, we can have a much smarter conversations with our customers.
We have been really enjoying
We
taking
could
the
have
latest
smarter
and greatest
conversation with our
technology and making
customers,
that accessible to our
meaning
entire
our staff
community.
are useless.
Getting
They don't
early
know
access to
what to
Vertex
ask.
APIs opens a lot of doors for us to be
Yeah, it
more
is here.
efficient and productive in the way we create experiences for Uber customers.
The act of making software is really suddenly opened up to everyone.
That happened here a long time
You
ago.
can talk to the AI on the Replit app and tell it, make me a work app program. And with one click, we can deploy it to a Google Cloud VM, and you have an app that you just talked into existence.
We have an extraordinarily exciting feature in the pipeline. It's called Magic Video, and it enables you to take your videos and images and with just a couple of clicks turn that into a cohesive story. It is powered by Google's Palm technology, and it truly empowers everyone to be able to create a video with absolute ease.
Interesting.
Folks come to a Wendy's, and a lot of times they use some of our acronyms. The Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, they'll come in and give me a JBC. You know, we need to understand what that really means, and Voice AI can help make sure that order is accurate every single time.
Generative AI can be incorporated in all the business processes Deutsche Bank is running.
The partnership with Google has inspired us to leverage technology to truly transform the whole restaurant experience.
There is no limitations.
There's no other way to describe it. We're just living in the future.
We're living in the future.
We're also doing this with partners like Character AI. We provide Character with the world's most performant and cost-efficient infrastructure for training and serving the models. By combining its own AI capabilities with those of Google Cloud, consumers can create their own deeply personalized characters
Take it easy.
and interact with them.
Appreciate you hanging.
We're also partnering with Salesforce to integrate Google Cloud's AI models and BigQuery with their Data Cloud and Einstein, their AI-infused CRM assistant. In fact, we're working with many other incredible partners, including consultancies, software as a service leaders, consumer internet companies, and many
We're
more
getting to the good stuff
to
now.
build remarkable
We're going to be on to the good
experiences
stuff.
with our AI technologies.
The stuff we're really here for.
In addition to Palm 2, we're excited to introduce 3 new models in Vertex, including Imagine, which powers image generation, editing, and customization from text inputs. Cody, for code completion and generation, which you can train on your own code base to help you build applications faster. And Chirp, our universal speech model, which
Aw.
brings speech
I thought it was
to
gonna write
text
tweets for me.
accuracy for over 300 languages. We're also introducing reinforcement learning from human feedback into Vertex AI. You can fine-tune
use the Google Cloud?
pre-trained models by
I use Google
incorporating human
Photos and
feedback
Drive, and that's about it.
to further improve the model's results. You can also fine-tune a model on domain
I use
or
Photos a lot.
industry-specific data, as we have with SecPalm and MedPalm, so they become even more powerful. All of these features are now in preview, and I encourage each and every one of you to try them.
Okay.
The second way we're helping you take advantage of this opportunity is by introducing Duet AI for Google Cloud.
Ooh.
Earlier, Aparna told you about Duet AI for Google Workspace and how it is an always-on AI collaborator to help people
Nah.
get things done. Well, the
Nah.
same thing is true
I never liked ringing
with
people.
Duet AI for Google Cloud,
I'd stay off the
which
phone as
serves
much as I
an
could.
AI expert
And I'm still like that
program.
now. I'll text instead of calling somebody
Duet
most of the
uses
time.
generative AI to
Trying to do
provide
better with that at the minute.
developers assistance. Wherever you need it, within the IDE, the Cloud Console, or directly within
Google
chat.
One. Yeah, that's what I use.
It can provide you contextual code completion,
And then you get the benefits of all the Google
offer
Photos
suggestions
features and things as well.
tuned to your code base,
VPN, all that stuff.
and generate entire functions in real time. It can even assist you with code reviews and code
Now,
inspection.
those were the days.
Hen will show you more in the developer keynote. The third way we're helping you seize this moment is by building all of these capabilities on our AI-optimized infrastructure.
Ooh.
This infrastructure makes large-scale training workloads up to 80% faster and up to 50% cheaper compared to any alternatives out there. Look, when you nearly double performance,
Everyone's so excited.
when you nearly double performance
so
for less than
excited.
half the cost, amazing things happen.
It's true.
Today, we're excited to announce a new addition to this infrastructure family, the A3 virtual machines, based on NVIDIA's
one more than the
latest
A2.
H100 GPUs. We provide the widest choice
Exactly.
of compute options
That's how it's
for
supposed
leading
to be.
AI companies like Anthropic and Midjourney
How we doing, Aditya,
to
sir?
build their
Welcome in.
future on Google Cloud.
The legend.
And yes, there's so much more to come. Next, Josh is here to show you exactly how we're making it
That's
easy
good.
and scalable for every developer to innovate with AI and Palm 2.
Woo! AI! Woo!
Thanks, Thomas. Our work is enabling businesses, and it's also
Josh.
empowering developers. Palm 2, our most capable language model that Sundar talked about, powers the Palm API. Since March, we've been running a private preview with our Palm API, and it's been amazing to see how quickly developers have used it in their applications. Like Chapter, who are generating
I know.
stories.
I'm
so
glad,
you
I'm
can
glad,
choose your
I'm
own
glad I
adventure,
worked that out.
Forever
Well, I'm
changing
glad it's there.
story
I
time.
just, I'd be clueless.
Or Game On Technology, a
Palm.
company that makes
As soon as you said
chat
Palm
apps
earlier,
for
that's what I was
sports fans
thinking.
and retail brands to connect with their audiences.
It's like
And
they're
there's
bringing back
also
Palm
Wendy's.
OS.
They're using the Palm API to help customers place that correct order for the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger they talked about in their Talk to Menu feature. But I'm most excited about the response we've gotten from the developer tools community. Developers want choice when it comes to language models, and we're working with leading developer tools companies like LangChain, Chroma, and many more to support the Palm API. We've also integrated it into Google developer tools like
Not me.
Firebase and Colab.
Not a chance.
You can hear a lot more about the Palm API in the developer keynote and sign up today.
Ooh.
Now, to show you just how powerful the Palm API is, I want to share one concept that 5 engineers at Google put together over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
The idea is called Project
We have been
Tailwind,
talking about this.
and we think of it as an AI-first notebook that helps you learn faster.
They said earlier that the
like a real notebook.
that it's basically
Your
they
notes
integrated
and your
with like
sources
a
power
health
Tailwind.
based thing, and they were saying that
works
it's
is you can
almost
simply
the
pick
level
the files from
of a
Google Drive,
clinician.
And it effectively creates
And I was
a
like, oh,
personalized
okay.
and private AI
Clinicians,
model that
soon,
has expertise in the
your jobs will be
information
gone.
that you give it. We've been developing this idea with authors like Stephen Johnson and testing it at universities like Arizona State and the University of Oklahoma, where I went to school. Do you want to see how it works? Let's do a live demo. Now imagine that I'm a student taking a computer science history class. I'll open up Tailwind, and I can quickly see in Google Drive all my different notes and assignments and readings. I can insert them. And what'll happen when Tailwind loads up is you can see my different notes and articles on the side. Here they are in the middle. And it instantly creates a study guide on the right to give me bearings. You can see it's pulling out key concepts and questions grounded in the materials that I've given it.
I approve this message.
Now, I can come over here and quickly change it to go across all the different sources and type something like create glossary for Hopper. And what's going to happen behind the scenes is it'll automatically compile a glossary associated with all the different notes and articles relating to Grace Hopper, the computer science history pioneer. Look at this, Flowmatic, COBOL, compiler, all created based on my notes. Now let's try one more. I'm going to try something else called different viewpoints on Dynabook. So the Dynabook, this was a concept from Alan Kay. Again, Tailwind, going out, finding all the different things. You can see how quick it comes back. There it is. And what's interesting here is it's helping me think through the concept. So it's giving me different viewpoints. It was a visionary product. It was
I mean,
missed
kids growing
opportunity.
up now.
But my favorite part is it
Being
shows
able to
its
use
work.
AI,
You can see
like-
the citations here. When I hover over,
What?
here's something from my class notes.
What kind of world?
Here's something
like,
from an article the
we've got
teacher
no
assigned. It's all
understanding
right
of how that
here,
world is going to be.
grounded in my sources.
Like we've gone from social media, which we've still not got a handle on, to AI.
Now, Project Tailwind is still in its
It's
early
like we're
days,
just-
but we've had so much fun making
The
this
downfall of
prototype,
society is-
and we
is nigh.
realized it's not just for students. It's helpful for anyone synthesizing information from many different sources that
Yes.
you choose, like writers researching an article, or analysts
Oh, they'll keep
going
everything
through earnings
secure and
calls,
private, mate. They were
or even
talking about
lawyers
security a
preparing
lot
for
earlier.
Case.
So
Imagine
everything will be secure.
collaborating with an AI that's grounded in what you've read in all of your notes. We want to make it available to try it out if you want to see it. There's a lot more you can do with Palm 2, and we can't wait to see what you build using the Palm API.
That we do not.
Generative
All we know is
AI
that it's
changing
making
what it
people's
means
mental
to
health
develop
a
new
lot
products.
worse.
At Google,
And then
we
you throw
offer
AI
the
into that.
best ML infrastructure with powerful models, including those in Vertex, and the APIs and tools
Yes.
to quickly generate your own applications. Building
to make it as
bold AI
unsmart as possible.
requires a responsible approach. So let me hand it
Just
over to
like me.
James to share more. Thanks.
James.
Hi, everyone. I'm James.
We know.
In addition to research, I lead a new area at Google called Technology and Society. Growing up in Zimbabwe, I could not have imagined all the amazing and groundbreaking innovations that have been presented on this stage today. And while I feel it's important to celebrate the incredible progress in AI and the immense potential that it has for people and society everywhere, we must also acknowledge that it's an emerging technology that is still being developed, and there's still so much more to do. Earlier, you heard Sundar say that our approach to AI must be both bold and responsible. While there's a natural tension between the two, we believe it's not only possible, but in fact critical to embrace that tension productively. The only way to be truly bold in the long term is that tension productively. The only way to be truly bold in the long term is to be responsible from the start. Our field-defining research is helping scientists make bold advances in many scientific fields, including medical breakthroughs. Take, for example, Google DeepMind's
I contest this
AlphaFold,
statement.
which can
I have never
accurately
been
predict
responsible.
the 3D shapes of 200 million proteins. That's nearly all the catalog proteins known to science.
The AlphaFold, is that the new version? The
AlphaFold
next
gave us the
Pixel Fold.
equivalent of nearly 400 million years of progress in just weeks. So far, more than 1 million researchers around the world have used AlphaFold's predictions, including Feng Xiang's pioneering lab at the Broad Institute of MIT and Harvard. Yeah. In fact, in March this year, Zhang and his colleagues at MIT announced that they'd used AlphaFold to develop a novel molecular syringe, which could deliver drugs to help improve the effectiveness of treatments for diseases like cancer.
Okay, I like that.
And while it's exhilarating to see such bold and beneficial breakthroughs,
I'm genuinely worried.
AI also has the potential
I'm genuinely
to
worried.
worsen existing societal challenges like unfair bias, as well as pose new challenges as it becomes more advanced and new uses emerge. That's why we believe it's imperative to take a responsible approach to AI. This work centers around our AI principles that we first established in 2018. These principles guide product development, and they help us assess every AI application. They prompt questions like, will it be socially beneficial? Or could it lead to harm in any way?
Getting that out of the way early.
One area that is top of mind for us is misinformation.
Oh,
Generative
yeah.
AI makes it easier than ever to create new content, but it also raises additional questions about its trustworthiness.
Misinformation,
That's why we're developing and providing people
disinformation.
with tools to evaluate online information.
Tell me who
for example,
decides
have
that
you
that
come across
information
a
is
photo on a
disinformation
website
or misinformation.
or one shared by a friend with very little context, like this one of the moon landing, and found yourself wondering, is this reliable? I have, and I'm sure many of you have as well. In the coming months, we're adding 2 new ways for people to evaluate images. First, with our About This Image tool in
Exactly
Google
that,
Search,
Aditya.
you'll be able to see important information such as
Exactly that.
when and where similar images may have first appeared, where else the image has been seen online, including news, fact-checking, and social sites. All this providing you with helpful context to determine if it's reliable. Later this year, you'll also be able to use it if you search for an image or screenshot using Google Lens, or when you're on websites in Chrome.
This is something that really worries me about AI,
image
especially the misinformation,
capabilities,
disinformation
like
stuff,
Sundar
because
mentioned,
there's plenty of
we will
stuff that
ensure
Google
that every one
hides
of our
that is
AI-generated
factual
images
information.
has
Google hides
metadata,
it.
a markup
And they
in the
propagate
original
things
file
that
to give you
are
context if you come
official
across it
information according
outside of our
to set
platforms.
narratives.
Not only that,
And
creators and
I just don't
publishers
trust it.
will be able to add similar metadata, so you'll be able
There's
to
already
see
plenty
a
of
label
examples
in
of
images
ChatGPT
in Google search,
censoring
marking
itself
them
or
as AI generated.
being more politically biased all of a sudden because of certain results popping up. So
As we apply
yeah.
our AI principles,
I have
we
big
also
reservations.
start to see potential tensions when it comes to being bold and responsible. Here's an example. Universal Translate is an experimental AI video dubbing service that helps experts translate a speaker's voice
Did it just die?
while also matching their lip movements. Let me show you how it works with an online college course created in partnership with Arizona State University.
What many college students don't realize is that knowing when to ask
We've
for
got
help and then
competition in
following through on using
ChatGPT,
helpful
but
resources is actually
the
a
problem
hallmark of
is
becoming a productive adult.
Muchos
they're both just
universitarios
going to
no
push as far
comprenden
as
que
they
saber
can.
cuándo pedir ayuda y usar recursos útiles es en realidad una clave para convertirse
Everyone's
en un
favourite
adulto
person, Elon
productivo.
Musk. I know everybody bloody hates him, but he's wanting to make a competitor as well, even though he's starting from miles behind. But he wants it to be more
We use
balanced
next-generation
rather than
translation
biased like
models to
these are already
translate what the
developing to
speaker's
be.
saying,
So
models to replicate the
we'll see.
style and the tone, and then match the speaker's
It's AI,
lip
Sep.
movements. Then we bring it all together.
Say
This
hello
is
to
an
your new
enormous
overlords.
step forward for learning comprehension, and we're seeing promising results with course completion rates. But there's an inherent tension here. You can see how this can be incredibly beneficial, but some of the same underlying technology could be misused by bad actors to create deep fakes. So we've built
is.
the service with guardrails
And you missed most of
to
it.
help prevent misuse.
You missed a lot of the stuff
and we
earlier
make
on.
it accessible only to authorized partners. And as Sundar mentioned, soon we'll be integrating new innovations in watermarking into our latest generative models to also help with the challenge of misinformation. Our AI principles also help guide us on what not to do. For instance, years ago, we were the first major company to decide not to make a general-purpose
How you
facial
doing, Sep?
recognition API commercially available. We felt there weren't adequate safeguards in place. Another way we live up to our AI principles is with innovations to tackle challenges as they emerge, like reducing the risk of problematic
much.
outputs that may be generated by our models.
Everyone else is
We
like,
are
Judgment
one
Day
of
is
the
coming.
first in the industry to develop and launch automated adversarial testing using large language model technology. We do this for queries like this, to help uncover and reduce inaccurate outputs like the one on the left and make them better like the one on the right. We're doing this at a scale that's never been done before at Google, significantly improving the speed, quality, and coverage of testing, allowing safety experts to focus on the most difficult cases. And we're sharing these innovations with others. For example, our Perspective API, originally created to help publishers mitigate toxicity, is now being used in large language models. Academic researchers have used our Perspective API to create an industry evaluation standard. And today, all significant large language models, including those from OpenAI and Anthropic, incorporate this standard to evaluate toxicity generated by their own models. Building AI, sorry.
Give me the applause.
Building AI responsibly must be a collective effort involving researchers, social scientists, industry experts, governments, and everyday people. As well as creators and publishers, everyone benefits from a vibrant content ecosystem today and in the future. That's why we're getting feedback and we'll be working with the web community on ways to give publishers choice and control over their web content. It's such an exciting time. There's so much we're going to accomplish and so much we
I
must
don't
get
feel
right
excited by it.
together. We look forward to working with all of
I
you.
actually don't feel excited by it.
And now I'll hand it off to Samir.
I feel
who will
worried
speak
about
to you
it.
about all the exciting developments we're bringing to Android. Thank you.
Android time.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be back at Google I/O. As you've heard today, our bold and responsible approach to AI.
They keep saying
can unlock
responsible,
people's
don't they?
creativity
Bold and
potential.
responsible. Bold and
But
responsible.
How can all this helpfulness reach as many people as possible? At Google,
The
our
EU
computing
wants it, mate.
platforms
They're not going to
and
step
hardware
up.
products have been integral to that mission. From the beginning of Android, we believed that an open OS would
These sorts of
enable a
things
whole
allow you to
ecosystem
control people more.
and bring
The
smartphones
EU will want
to
it.
everyone. And as we all add more devices to our lives, like tablets, TVs, cars, and more, this openness creates the freedom to choose the devices that work best for you.
In Italy, they voted in
With more
a
than
right-wing
3
party
billion
who
Android
people
devices,
kept saying was far
we've now
right.
seen the benefits
They're
of
not far
using
right,
AI
but they
to
banned
improve
AI. They banned
experiences at
ChatGPT
scale. For
from
example,
use.
this past year,
in Italy.
Android used AI models to protect
And I don't
users
frickin' blame 'em.
from
I
more
just
than
don't.
100 billion suspected spam messages and calls. We can all agree that's pretty useful. There are so many opportunities where AI can just make things better. Today, we'll talk about 2 big ways Android is
Hey,
bringing
look, it's
that
the
benefit
OnePlus.
of computing to everyone. First, continuing to connect you to the most complete ecosystem of devices, where everything works better together. And second, using AI to make the things you love about Android even better, starting with customization and expression. Let's begin by talking about Android's ecosystem of devices, starting with 2 of the most important, tablets and watches. Over the last 2 years, we've redesigned the experience on large screens, including tablets and foldables. We introduced a new system for multitasking that makes it so much easier to take advantage of all that extra screen real estate and seamlessly move between apps. We've made huge investments to optimize more than 50 Google apps, including Gmail, Photos, and Meet. And we're working closely with partners such as Minecraft, Spotify, and Disney Plus to build beautiful experiences that feel intuitive on larger screens. People are falling in love with Android tablets, and there are more great devices to pick from than ever. Stay tuned for our hardware announcements, where you just might see some of the awesome new features we're building for tablets in action.
Might.
It's really exciting to see the...
Sure.
It's really exciting to see the momentum in smart watches as well. Wear OS is now the fastest growing watch platform, just 2 years after launching Wear OS 3 with Samsung. A top ask from fans has been for more
It's because
native
everyone's only
messaging
buying
apps on
Samsung
the
watches.
watch. I'm excited to share that WhatsApp is bringing their first ever watch app to Wear this summer.
Woo! I don't use WhatsApp anymore.
I'm really enjoying
Aditya,
using
we've not
WhatsApp
touched
on my
hardware
wrist.
yet.
I can start a new conversation, reply to messages by voice, and even take
I think
calls.
if we had, I'd probably
can't
have finished
wait
the stream
for you
by
to try
now.
it. Our
So be
partnership
honest.
on Wear OS with Samsung has been amazing, and I'm excited about our new Android collaboration on Immersive XR.
XR?
We'll share more later this year. Now, we all know that to get the best experience, all these devices need to work seamlessly together. It's got to be simple. That's why we built FastPair, which lets you easily connect more than 300 headphones, and why we have Nearby Share to easily move files between your phone, tablet, or Windows and Chrome OS computer, and Cast to make streaming video and audio to your devices ultra simple, with support from over 3,000 apps.
Aditya, please.
It's great to have all your devices connected, but if you're anything like me, it can be hard to keep track of all this stuff. Just ask my family.
The COVID
I
is not
misplace
good.
my earbuds at least 3 times a day, which is why we're launching a major update to
I think
our
most
Find
people
My
buying a
Device
tablet's going to buy an
experience
iPad anyway.
to support a wide range of devices in your life,
Unless you're a
including
hardcore
headphones,
Android person
tablets, and
you don't
more.
want anything Apple.
It's powered by a network of billions of Android devices around the world. So if you leave your earbuds at the gym, other nearby Android devices can help you locate them. And for other important things in your life, like your bicycle or suitcase, Tile, Chipolo, and others
Yeah, I
will
have, yeah.
tracker tags that
AI,
work with the Find My Device
yeah.
network as
Mate,
well.
how long have we been streaming now? An hour and a half? It's been an hour and a half of AI and Android. We're just getting to
Now,
Android.
We took some time to really get this right because protecting your privacy and safety is vital. From the start, we designed the network in a privacy-preserving way, where location information is encrypted. No one else can tell where your devices are located, not even Google. This is also why we're introducing unknown tracker alerts.
Ooh.
Your phone will tell you if an unrecognized tracking tag is moving with you and help
I
you
like
locate
that.
it.
That's actually pretty good. That's a good feature.
It's important these warnings work on your Android phone, but on other types of phones as well. That's why last week we published a new industry standard with Apple, outlining how unknown tracker alerts will work across
Leave my
all
bicycle out of your
smartphones.
greedy paws, Google.
Both the new Find My Device experience and unknown tracker alerts are coming later this summer.
Cool.
Now we've talked a lot about connecting devices.
Mate, it sounds
Android's
so
also
much
about
like that, does
connecting
it not?
people. After all,
Does it
phones
not
were
sound like
created
that?
for us to communicate with our friends and
I know what
family.
you're referencing.
When you're texting in a group chat, you shouldn't have to worry about whether everyone is using the same
Oh, really?
type of
That's
phone.
interesting. I didn't know they were doing that.
Sending high quality images and video, getting typing notifications, and end-to-end encryption should all just work. That's why we've worked with our partners on upgrading old
Strong and
SMS and
stable.
MMS technology to a modern standard called RCS that makes all of this possible. And there are now over 800 million people with RCS.
Yep.
On our way to over 1 billion by the end of the year. We hope every mobile operating system gets the message and adopts RCS.
Yeah, and
So we
Apple.
can all hang out in the group
Yeah.
chat together, no matter what device we're using. Whether it's connecting with your loved ones,
I'm
or
sure
connecting all of your
Apple and
devices.
the iPhone users care
Android's
so much about
complete
it.
ecosystem makes it easy. Another thing people love about Android is the ability to customize their devices and express themselves. Here's Dave to tell you how we're taking this to the next level with generative AI.
Bit of a Burke, this guy.
All right, thanks, Samir, and hello, everyone. So here's the thing. People want to express themselves in the products they use every day, from the clothes they wear, to the car they drive, to their surroundings
Yes,
at home.
indeed.
We believe the
But
same
Apple
should
don't
be true
care.
for your technology. Your
Because
phone
they've
should
got
feel like it
iMessage.
was made just for you. And that's why customization
Why do they care about
has
peasants?
always been at the core
Right.
of the Android experience. This year, we're combining Android's guided customization with Google's advances in generative AI.
This is it forever
so your
now,
phone
mate.
can feel even more personal.
Forever.
So let me show you what this looks like.
That's all
To
it is.
start, messages and conversations can be so much more expressive, fun, and playful with Magic Compose. It's a new feature coming to Google Messages.
Why not be
powered
creative
by
yourself and
generative
say
AI
things
that
yourself
helps you
instead of
add
just
that
have
extra
everything
spark
done
of
for
personality
you?
to your
We're
conversation.
literally just going to be fucking
So
drones.
just type your message like you normally would.
Sorry for the
And
swearing.
then choose how you want to sound.
But we're all just going to be drones.
Magic Compose will do the rest. So your messages give off
You ain't done
more
that for Wild
positivity,
One, to be fair.
more rhymes, more professionalism.
This does not happen enough.
Or if you want, in the style of a certain playwright. To try or not to try this feature, that is the question.
Yeah, you tried.
Now, we also have new personalizations coming to the OS layer.
Nobody laughed.
At Google I/O 2 years ago, we introduced Material You. It's a design system that combines user inspiration with dynamic color science for a fully personalized experience. We're continuing to expand on this in Android 14 with all new customization
That guy does not
options
dance.
coming to your lock screen.
Fail.
So now I can add my own personalized style to the lock screen clock, so it looks just the way I want. And what's
Probably.
more, with the new customizable lock screen
We'll see.
shortcuts, I can instantly jump into my most frequent activities. Of course, what really makes your
They'll
lock
hold on
screen
as
and
long
home
as they
screen
can.
yours is the wallpaper. And it's the first thing that many of us set when we get a new phone.
The attempt was made to make
Now,
this shit sound good.
emojis are such a fun and simple way of expressing yourself, so we thought, wouldn't it be cool to bring them
How do
to
we
your
know that they
wallpaper?
haven't?
So with emoji wallpapers,
They've spoken about
you
nothing but
choose your
AI
favorite
so far. Maybe
combination
Bard
of emoji,
wanted them to
pick
talk
the
about AI
perfect
all this
pattern,
time.
and then find just the right
Maybe it was
color
Bard's
to
doing.
bring them all together. So let's take a look. And I'm not going to use the laptops.
Bringing
I'm gonna use the
emojis to your
phone.
wallpaper.
All right. So let's see. I'm going to go into the wallpaper picker, and I'm going to tap on the new option for emojis. And I'm feeling in a kind of, I don't know, zany mood with all you people looking at me. So I'm going to pick this guy, and let's see, who else is in here? This one looks pretty cool, like the 8-bit one. And then obviously that one. Somebody said there was
Jim's
a
here for
duck
the blue
on
phone.
stage earlier, so let's go find a duck.
They haven't
hello,
shown the
duck.
new
Where's
phones
duck?
yet.
Can anyone see a duck?
They'll be
Where's
coming
the
up.
duck gone? There's a
Welcome
duck.
in though, Jim. How
All
you
right,
doing,
there
man?
he is. Okay, we got some ducks. Okay, cool. And then pattern-wise, we got a bunch of different patterns you can pick. I'm going to pick Mosaic. That's my favorite. I'm going to play with the zoom.
Of course,
See if we
Daz,
get
of
this
course.
just right. Okay, I got enough ducks in there. Okay, cool. And then colors. Let's see. Ooh, that pops.
It's so beautiful.
Let's go with the more
You've already
vivid
seen it,
one.
have you?
Or maybe that one. That one looks good. That
Not
looks good. I like that
surprised.
one. All right, select that, set the wallpaper, and then I
What about the
go
foldy boy though?
home. Looks pretty cool, huh? And the little emojis, they react when you tap them, which I find I find this unusually satisfying.
It's been over
and,
an hour and a half of AI, basically.
How much time have I got?
Yes,
Okay,
you've
let me
seen
go.
it, Blam.
Okay. So,
You kept this from me.
Of course, many of us like to use a favorite photo.
I don't
for our
like you
wallpaper.
anymore.
And so with the new cinematic wallpaper feature, you can create a stunning 3D image from any regular photo
fake laughs,
and
yeah.
then use it as your wallpaper.
All
So let's
generated
take
with
a look.
AI.
So this time I'm going to go into my photos. And I really like this photo of my daughter. So let me select
Don't clap.
that. And you'll notice there's a sparkle icon at the top. So if I tap that, I get a new option for cinematic wallpaper.
Fun fact
So let
though,
me,
in
activate
China,
that,
the
and then wait for
overarching
it.
system that monitors all these things is
Boom.
called
Okay.
Skynet.
Now, under the hood, we're using an on-device
Take that as you will.
convolutional neural network to estimate depth,
So
and
the
then a
7A not to
generative
fold.
adversarial network
Fair
for
enough.
in-painting
Fair
as the
enough.
background moves. The result is a beautiful cinematic 3D photo. So then let me set the wallpaper, and then I'm going to return home.
I just made it look really drunk.
And check out the parallax effect as I tilt the device. It literally jumps off the screen.
I'll take another 5 shots, please. Skynet. Is that where you
So
tend
both
to hang out?
cinematic wallpapers and emoji wallpapers are coming first to Pixel devices next month.
Pretty much.
So let's say you don't have the perfect wallpaper photo handy, or you just want to have fun and create something new. With our new generative AI wallpapers,
Oh, here we go.
you choose what inspires you, and then we create a beautiful wallpaper to fit your vision. So let's take a look. So this time, I'm going to go and select Create a Wallpaper with AI. And I like classic art, so let me tap that. Now, you'll notice at the bottom, we use structured prompts to make it easier to create. So for example, I can pick, what am I going to do? City by the Bay in a post-impressionist
EGX.
style. Cool. And I tap Create Wallpaper.
Oof.
Nice. Now, behind the scenes, we're using Google's text-to-image diffusion models to generate
It's
completely new
coming.
and original wallpapers. And I can swipe through,
Just
see
like
all the
me.
different options that it's created. And some of these look really cool, right?
Then we'll get Terminator.
So let me pick this one. I like this one. So I'll select that, set the wallpaper, and then return home. Cool. So now, out of the billions of Android phones in the world, no other phone will be quite like mine. And thanks to Material U, you can see that the system's color palette is automatically adapted to match the wallpaper I created. Generative AI wallpapers will be coming this fall.
Okay.
So from a thriving ecosystem of devices to AI-powered expression, there is
Yeah,
so
soon
much going on right now
it'll
in
do the
Android.
phone call for
Okay,
you, and
Rick is up
you
next
won't
to
have
show
to
you how
text
this
because it will
Android
have already done
innovation
it.
is coming to life in the Pixel family of devices. Thank you.
What's that? We actually get into devices now. Come on, Rick.
The pace of AI innovation over the past year has been astounding. As you heard Sundar talk about earlier, new advances
From your
are
competitors,
transforming
yes.
everything from creativity and productivity to knowledge and learning. Now let's talk about what that innovation means for Pixel, which has been leading the
Maybe,
way
Jim?
in AI-driven hardware experiences for years. Now, from the beginning, Pixel was conceived as an AI-first mobile computer, bringing together all the amazing breakthroughs across the company and putting them into a Google device you can hold in your hand. Other phones have AI features, but Pixel is the only phone with AI at the center. And I mean that literally.
Welcome in, Lo-Fi.
The Google Tensor G2 chip is
Welcome
custom
in.
designed to put Google's leading-edge AI
Here we
research
go.
to work in our Pixel devices.
Tensor G2, baby. We're going to
By
get some Tensor
combining Tensor's
G3
on-device intelligence
talk.
with Google's AI in the cloud, Pixel delivers truly personal AI. Your device
Jesus.
adapts to your own needs
I don't
and
think people
preferences,
like this guy for some
and it
reason.
anticipates how it can help you save time and get more done. This personal AI enables
all
all
good,
those
Jimmy, man.
helpful
All good.
experiences that Pixel's known for that aren't available
That's what
on
we
any other
want.
mobile device.
Give us what we want.
Pixel Call Assist, which helps you
I like
avoid
Call Assist.
long hold times, navigate phone tree menus, ignore the calls you don't want, and get better sound quality on the calls you
Bloody
do
hell,
want.
Bob.
Personal AI also enables helpful Pixel speech experiences. On-device machine learning translates different languages for you, transcribes
very useful.
conversations in real time, and understands how you talk and type.
Call
And you're
screen's the other
protected
feature.
with Pixel Safe, a collection of features that keep you safe online and in the real world.
In the
And
real
of course,
world.
there's Pixel Camera.
Yeah, Call Assistant's a bit different. Well, very different. Camera!
It understands faces, expressions, and skin tones to better depict you and the people you care about. So your photos will always look amazing.
Yes.
We're also constantly working to make Pixel Camera more inclusive and
That.
more accessible with features like Real Tone and Guided Frame.
Hey, Lo-Fi. Think yourself lucky you've not been here for the last hour and a half.
Pixel experiences continue to be completely unique in mobile computing. And that's because
I haven't touched
Pixel's
it either,
the only
really.
phone engineered end-to-end by Google, and the only phone that combines Google Tensor, Android, and AI.
Yeah.
With this combination of hardware and software, Pixel lets you experience all
You wouldn't mind
those
dropping a like on the
incredible
stream,
new
guys. If you
AI-powered
haven't already, I would
features you saw
appreciate that.
today
Thank you.
in one place. For example, the new Magic Editor in Google Photos that Sundar showed you, it'll be available for early access to select Pixel phones later this year.
Real Tone's
opening up a
fantastic.
whole new avenue of creativity with your photos.
They showed this earlier
And
as
Dave
well.
just showed you how Android's adding depth to how you can express yourself with generative AI wallpapers.
This is a
And across
Magic
search,
Eraser, something else. I
workspace,
can't remember what it's
and
called.
Bard, new features
But it's
powered
something
by
else coming to
large
Google
language models
Photos.
can
Looks
spark
pretty
your
cool.
imagination, make big tasks more manageable.
Is it Jensen? Could
and
be.
help you find better answers to everyday questions, all from your Pixel device. We have so many more exciting
Are we using
developments
Bard to
in
make
this
videos
space,
better, mate?
and we can't
Bard's just
wait
gonna run
to
your
show
life.
you more in the coming months. Now,
It's happening. Get used
it's
to it.
probably no surprise that as AI keeps getting more and more helpful, our Pixel portfolio keeps growing.
He hasn't
in
got a leather
popularity.
jacket though, Jim. So I don't think it could.
Last year's
It
Pixel
could work.
devices are our most popular generation yet, with both users and respected reviewers and analysts.
Yes. Do this
Our
on the
Pixel
stream.
phones won
Do that
multiple
like.
Phone of the Year awards. Yes, thank you. And in the premium smartphone category, Google is the fastest growing OEM in our markets.
They're growing quite well in the UK. I see quite a lot of Pixels
is
about.
The Pixel A series, which delivers incredible. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It delivers
Not today.
incredible pixel performance in a very affordable device. And to continue the I/O tradition, let me show you the newest member of our A series.
Oh, they're trying to catch up. They're really trying to catch up.
Today,
They're pushing it hard
we're
now.
completely upgrading everything you love about our A series.
Here you go, Jim.
With the gorgeous
This
new
is for you, man.
Pixel
There's your blue.
7a.
That is a lovely colour.
Like all
Except
Pixel
no.
7 series devices, Pixel 7a is powered by our flagship Google Tensor G2 chip, and it's paired with 8 gigabytes of RAM, which ensures Pixel
That's
7a
such a good
delivers
spec.
best-in-class performance and intelligence. And you're gonna love the camera.
We're about to
The
find
7a
out
takes
today.
the crown from 6a as the highest-rated camera in its class.
I mean, that was going to
Biggest
be
upgrade
obvious.
ever to our A series camera hardware, including a 72% bigger
Magic Editor, that's the
main
one.
camera sensor. Now here's the best part.
Yeah.
Pixel 7a is available today, starting at $499.
Pretty much does. Pretty much.
It's an
$499.
unbeatable combination of design,
So it's gonna be what,
performance,
$449 here?
and photography, all at a great value. And you can check out the entire Pixel 7a lineup on the Google Store, including our exclusive Coral color. Now, next up, we're going to show you how we're continuing to expand the Pixel portfolio into new form factors.
Here we go. There's the fold look.
Yeah.
That's what we're interested in, right? Yeah, the orange looks good.
Like foldables and tablets. You can see them right there. It's a complete ecosystem of AI-powered devices engineered by Google. Here's Rose to show you what a larger screen Pixel can do for you.
As in the tablet. I think it's more of a Surface Duo.
Okay, let's talk tablets, which have been a little bit frustrating. It's always hard to know where they fit in, and they haven't really changed in the past 10 years.
Probably more so in M2.
A lot of
to be
times they're
fair.
sitting forgotten in the drawer, and that one moment you need it,
Tablet should be good.
it is out of battery. We believe tablets and large screens in general still have a lot of potential. So we set out to build something different, making big investments across Google Apps, Android, and Pixel.
Google Apps?
To reimagine how large screens can deliver a more helpful experience. Pixel Tablet is the only tablet engineered by Google and designed
gonna say bezel
specifically
first?
to be
Jesus,
helpful
man.
in your hand and
I
in the
can't
place
take it
they are
anymore.
used the most, the home.
I can't take it.
We designed the Pixel tablet to uniquely deliver helpful Pixel experiences. And that starts with great hardware.
Yeah, well.
A beautiful 11-inch high-resolution display.
All
with
the 7A
crisp audio
videos are
from
dropping.
the
There's a
4 built-in
surprise.
speakers. A premium aluminum enclosure with a nano-ceramic coating that feels
I think it'll
great
be
in
a
the
good
hand
tablet.
and is cool to the touch.
It'll be a good tablet.
The world's best Android
He's got a
experience on the
one-week
tablet,
review.
powered by
Bloody
Google
hell.
Tensor G2 for long-lasting battery life.
I do hate that
and
they're called
cutting-edge
reviews.
personal
I just
AI.
don't think they should be called reviews.
For example, with Tensor G2, we optimized the Pixel camera specifically for video calling. Tablets are fantastic video calling devices. And with Pixel Tablet, you are always in frame, in focus, and looking your best.
Pretty much.
The large screen makes Pixel Tablet the best Pixel device for editing photos with AI-powered tools like Magic Eraser and Photo Unblur.
This is the thing though, like we know that
Now,
Google Photos does not
typing on a
perform as well
tablet can
on
be so
Pixels.
frustrating.
It doesn't perform
With
as well on
Pixel
Pixels.
Speech and Tensor
You can
G2,
watch some Gadget
we
Guys
have
videos
the
for that.
best voice recognition,
So
making
it's not
voice
really
typing
going to be any better on a
nearly
Pixel
3
tablet
times
because it's still running
faster
Tensor.
than tapping. And as Samir mentioned, we've been
So-
making huge investments to create great app experiences for larger screens, including more than 50 of our own apps. With Pixel Tablet, you're getting great tablet hardware with great tablet apps. But we saw an opportunity to make the tablet even more helpful in the home. So we engineered a first of its kind charging speaker dock. Woo! It gives the tablet a home. And now you never have to worry about it being charged. Pixel Tablet is always ready to help 24/7. When it's docked, the new hub mode turns Pixel Tablet into a beautiful digital photo frame, a powerful smart home controller, a voice-activated helper,
This is
and
the question.
a shared entertainment device. It feels like a smart display,
Let me know.
but has
Let me know.
one huge advantage. With the ultra-fast fingerprint sensor, I can quickly unlock the device and get immediate access to all my favorite
cool.
Android apps. So I can quickly find the recipe with SciShop.
I think it'll be useful to the right
Or
person.
discover a new podcast on Spotify. Or find something to watch with the tablet-optimized Google TV app. Your media is going to look and sound great with room-filling sound from the charging speaker dock. Pixel Tablet is also the ultimate way to control your smart
Price
home.
estimate.
And that starts with a new redesigned Google Home app. It looks great on Pixel Tablet, and it
With
brings
the dock
together
included,
over
I am gonna
80,000
go
supported smart
for
home devices,
$550.
including all of your Matter-enabled devices. We also
They've got to be
We also
competitive on
made it
pricing.
really easy to access your smart home controls directly from Hub Mode. With the new
I'm
home
gonna go
panel,
550.
any family member can quickly
Maybe even
adjust
500.
the lights, lock the doors, or see if a package was delivered.
But because of the
if you're
dock
lazy
thing,
like me,
I'm
you can
pushing
just
a little
use
bit
your
higher.
voice. Now, we know that tablets are often shared.
I believe
So
you'll probably get
Tablet
it for
the
free
Home
with the
needs to support
tablet to
multiple
start with.
users.
It'll be like some sort of deal.
Pixel Tablet makes switching between users super easy. So you get your own apps and your own content while maintaining your privacy.
It's all about privacy, guys. Yeah,
And
but what if
my
you don't want a
favorite
gaming
part?
laptop?
It is so easy to move content between devices. Pixel Tablet is the first tablet.
It
with
will be good for that,
Chromecast
Mr. Noble.
built in. So with a few
Agreed.
taps,
Built-in Chromecast.
I can easily cast some music or my favorite show from my phone to the tablet. And then
Cool.
I can just take the tablet off the dock and keep listening or watching all around the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We designed a
That's
new
what I'm
type
thinking,
of
what
case
Joe
for
says.
Pixel Tablet that solves the pain of flimsy tablet cases. It has a built-in stand that provides continuous flexibility and is sturdy at all angles. So you can confidently use your tablet anywhere, on a plane, in bed, or in the kitchen. The case easily docks, you never have to take it off to charge. It's just another example of how we can make the tablet experience even more helpful. The new Pixel Tablet comes in 3 colors. It is
Yeah,
available
put
for
Pixel
pre-order
Buds A again, won't
today
it?
and ships next month starting at just $4.99.
They're not that hype, are they? I find even Microsoft's presentations to be better.
And the best part, every
This
Pixel
is an
tablet
important
comes
feature,
bundled
teacher.
with the 129
Oh.
charging speaker dock
There you go.
for free.
Yes, my second guess was correct. $4.99 including dock. I knew they'd have to go
It is
aggressive.
truly the best tablet in your hand and in your home. To give you an
That's a good
idea of
price.
just how helpful Pixel Tablet can be, we asked TV personality Michelle Buteau to put it to the test. Let's see how that went.
When Google asked me to spend the day with this tablet, I was a little apprehensive because I'm not a tech person. I don't know how things work all the time. But I'm a woman in STEM now. Some days I could barely find the floor, let alone a charger for something. So when the Google folks said something about a
great for
tablet
you.
that docks, I was like, okay then, Google, prove it. I'm on average 2 to 5 meetings a day. Today I got stuck on all these features, honey. The
Fold
360
videos
of
are
it all.
out. Mad.
The last time I was around this much sand, some of it got caught in my belly button and I had a pearl 2 weeks later. Look, there's a bird. So this is what I loved about my me time today. 6 shows just popped up based off of my preferences. And they were like, hey girl. I would have made it funnier, but that was good. My husband is actually a photographer, so I have to rely on him to make everything nice and pretty. But now, I love this picture of me and my son, but there's a boom mic there. Look, it's right here. You see this one? Get this mic. You see that? Magic
Jeez.
eraser, like a circle or brush. I'm gonna do both. Boom! How cute is that? And so I hope not only you guys are happy with me reviewing this, but that you'll also give me one. Because, I mean...
Where's the review? When's that
You're
dropping?
getting tired, right? You're not? Okay.
I don't think people are going to choose to
'Cause
buy
I
this
am.
over a Samsung Galaxy Tab, to be honest. Yeah. You know it's set. You know it.
That's a pretty good first review.
It's not a review.
Now, tablets aren't the only large screen device we want to show you today.
It's marketing.
It's been really exciting to see foldables take off over the past few years.
Here we go.
Android's driven so much innovation in this new form factor.
Am I
and we
getting
see
an ad?
Tremendous potential
I'm
here.
actually getting an ad on YouTube
We've
for
heard
the
from our
Pixel 7a.
users that the Dream Foldable should have a
Outstanding.
versatile form factor.
Can you
making
please
it great
donate?
to use
I
both
don't have a donate
folded
function on here at the minute, mate,
and
but
unfolded.
we should be partnered
It should
on
also have
YouTube
a
today.
flagship level camera
Today.
system that truly
So,
takes advantage
everything
of the
going
unique
well.
design.
We'll be on stream again tomorrow talking
And an
about
app
Xperia.
experience that's fluid
And then maybe
seamless
things will work.
across both screens.
About time.
Creating a foldable like that, it really means pushing the envelope with state-of-the-art technology. And that means an ultra-premium $17.99 device. Now to get there, we've been working closely with
Did you
our
just say
Android-
$17.99, so you just
Android
confirm price,
colleagues to create a new standard for foldable technology.
Well, that's...
Introducing Google Pixel Fold.
That's some big claims.
It combines Tensor G2, Android innovation, and AI for an incredible phone that unfolds into an incredible compact tablet.
Oh.
It's the only foldable engineered by Google to adapt to how you want to use it, with a familiar front display that works great when it's folded, and when it's unfolded, it's our thinnest phone yet, and the thinnest foldable on the market.
It looks smart.
Now to get there, we had to pack a flagship level phone into nearly half the thickness, which meant completely redesigning components like the telephoto lens and the battery and a lot more. So it can fold up and it can fit in your pocket and retain that familiar smartphone silhouette when it's in your hand. But Pixel Fold has 3 times
I'm
the
not really
screen
bothered
space
about that
of a
too
normal
much, Jimmy,
phone.
to be honest.
You unfold it, and you're treated to an expansive 7.6-inch display that opens flat with a custom 180-degree fluid friction hinge.
No headphone jack.
So you're getting the best of both worlds. It's a powerful smartphone when it's convenient, and an immersive tablet when you need one. And like every phone we make, Pixel Fold is built to last. We've extensively tested the hinge to be the most durable of any foldable.
It's not the
Corning
hinge that's
Gorilla
the problem,
Glass
it's the
Victus
screens.
protects it from exterior scratches.
It's the
While the
screens.
IPX8 water-resistant design
I don't know, to be honest,
safeguards
Lo-Fi.
against the weather. And as you'd expect
I'm
from
not sure.
a Pixel device, Pixel Fold gives you
Guess we'll find
entirely
out.
new ways to take stunning photos and videos with Pixel Camera. You put the camera in tabletop mode to capture the stars. And you can get closer with the best zoom on a foldable. And use the best camera on the phone for your selfies. The unique combination of form factor, triple rear camera hardware, and personal AI with Tensor G2 make it the best foldable camera system. Now, there's so many experiences that feel even more natural with the Pixel Fold. One is the dual screen interpreter mode. Your Pixel Fold can use both displays. Both displays.
I mean, sure.
To provide a live translation to you and the person you're talking to. So it's really easy to connect across languages. And powering all of this is Google Tensor G2. Pixel Fold has all the personal AI features you'd expect from a top-of-the-line Pixel device, including safety, speech, and call assist. Plus, it's got great performance for on-the-go multitasking.
What about
and
everything
entertainment.
else?
And the entire foldable experience is built on Android. So let's get Dave back out here to show you the latest improvements to Android you'll get to experience on a Pixel Fold.
I want to know more about the hardware, to be fair. Is that it?
Thanks, Rick. From new form factors and customizability to biometrics and computational photography, Android has always been at the forefront of mobile industry breakthroughs. And recently, we've been working on a ton of features and improvements for large screen devices like tablets and foldables. So, who thinks we should try a bunch of live demos on the new Pixel Fold? All right, let's do it. It starts the second I unfold the device with this stunning wallpaper animation.
Yeah.
And the hinge sensor is actually driving the animation, and it's a subtle thing, but it makes the device feel so dynamic and alive. Yeah, I just love that. All right, so let's go back to the folded state, and I'm looking at Google Photos of a recent snowboarding trip. Now, the scenery is really beautiful, so I want to show you on the big screen. I just open my phone, and the video instantly expands into this gorgeous full-screen view.
I mean... Yeah.
We call this feature continuity, and we've obsessed over
that screen doesn't look very
it takes for apps to seamlessly adapt from the small screen to the larger screen. Now, all work and no play makes Davey a dull boy, so I'm going to message my buddy about getting back out on the mountain. I can just swipe to bring up the new Android taskbar, then drag Google Messages to the side to enter split screen mode like so. And to inspire my buddy, I'm going to send them a photo so I can just drag and drop from Google Photos right into my
YouTube
message,
music,
like so.
YT Music,
And
yeah.
Thanks to the new Jetpack drag and drop
I don't think
library,
it
this is
looks
now
like the first
supported in a
Fold. I think
wide
it's.
variety
I don't
of
think it's
apps,
anything
from
like that.
Workspace
But
to WhatsApp. You'll notice we've made a bunch of improvements throughout the OS to take advantage of the larger screen. So,
I'm just
for
worried
example,
about
here's
the
the new
price.
split keyboard for faster typing.
The price is
if
too
I pull
high.
down from the top, you'll notice the new two-panel shade showing both my notifications and my quick settings at the same time.
I mean, it might just be the way the lighting's hitting it
Now,
there on the
Pixel
camera.
Fold is great for
but I need to see it in
productivity on the
person.
go. And if I swipe up into Overview, you'll notice that
Yeah,
we
it
now
didn't.
keep
It didn't
the
look
multitasking
particularly great.
windows
Did
paired.
it, you?
And for example, I was working on a Google Docs and Slides earlier to prep for this keynote. And,
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
I think I've followed most of these tips so far, but I'm not quite done yet.
Yeah.
I've been warned, by the way. Anyway, I can even adjust the
Well,
split
black
to
and
suit
white.
the content that I'm viewing. And you know,
Oh, the
working this
tablet,
way, it's
sorry.
like having a dual monitor set up in the palm of my hand, allowing me to do two things at once. Which reminds me, I should probably send
The
Rick a
Fold
quick
is the
note.
one
So I'll open
device that
Gmail,
I've got the price
and,
of
I don't have a
on.
lot of time,
Like when
so
I
we'll use the
when,
new
when
Help
we
Me
first
Write
sort of
feature.
heard about the Fold,
So
I was
let's try this
thinking
out.
with a tensor because
cheer
they
out,
can
let's see if it
lower
works.
the
Okay,
cost
Rick.
and everything else. I was thinking maybe like
Rick, congrats.
1100,
on
1200 max.
Pixel Fold.
1800 is ridiculous.
Amazing with Android. Okay. And then I probably should say Dave, not Andrew.
It could
Android.
be.
Dave. It's hard to type with all you people looking at me.
It
All
could
right.
be.
Now, by the power of large language models, allow me to elaborate.
I think it's going to be a hell of a lot better than the
Dear
first
Rick,
Fold, though.
Congratulations on the successful
think it'll
launch
be
of
a good
Pixel Phone. I'm
device.
really impressed with the device and how well it integrates Android. The foldable screen is a game changer, and I can't wait to see what you do with it now.
Okay.
All right, that's productivity, but there's more. The Pixel Fold
They
is
should have asked
also
AI
an
what
awesome
price to
entertainment
price it
device,
at.
and YouTube is just a really great showcase for
Lando.
this. So let's start watching this video on the big screen. Now, look what happens when I fold the device at right angles. YouTube enters what we call tabletop mode, so that the video plays on the top half, and then we're working on adding playback controls to the bottom half for an awesome single-handed lean-back experience.
Go on, Lando, lad.
And the video just
Overtake.
keeps playing fluidly through these transitions without losing a beat. Okay, one last thing. We're adding support for
That is
switching
crazy.
displays from within an app. And Pixel Fold's camera is a really great example of that. Now, by the way, say hi to Julie behind me. She's the real star of this show.
We know the cameras on this are going to be good, right? It's a Pixel camera.
So Pixel
You could have
Fold
given
has
it-
this new button on
you
the
could have
bottom
given it
right.
the-
So I'm going to tap this,
7A's
and it means I
cameras
can move the viewfinder to
With
the outside
a
screen.
smaller
So let me
telephoto,
turn the
it would have
device
been
around.
totally fine.
Okay, so why is this interesting? Well, it means that the viewfinder is now beside the
It's
rear
the least
camera
interesting
system.
part about the
And that
Fold.
means I can get a high-quality, ultra-wide, amazing selfie with the best camera on the device. Speaking of which, and
Oh,
you knew where
dude,
this was
don't.
going. Smile, everybody.
In
You
the
look
UK.
awesome.
In the UK.
I always wanted to do that at Google I/O keynote.
I'm
All right.
gonna guess 1749 or,
All right, so
or
what you're seeing here is the
1699.
culmination of several years of work, in fact, on
Maybe
large screens,
1699.
spanning the Android OS and the most popular apps on the
1649?
Play Store. All this work
I'm
comes
trying to
alive
come lower
with the
down,
amazing
but it's
new
not
Pixel
really helping.
Tablet and Pixel Fold. Check out this video. Thank you.
They ain't never seen it like this. They ain't never seen it like this. This, like this. This, never seen it like this. This, like this. They ain't never seen it like this.
No way. £1,749. Nobody's buying that phone. Nobody. Absolutely not. Is that a confirmed price, Jimmy? Oh shit, it's there on screen. I didn't even see it.
That demo was awesome.
£1,749.
Across Pixel and Android, we're making huge strides with large screen devices. And we can't wait to get Pixel Tablet and Pixel Fold into your hands. And you're not going to have to wait too long. You can pre-order Pixel Fold starting today, and it'll ship next month.
Nobody's cheering for that price. They've all just been forced to cheer. Nobody wanted to cheer. And they're all
And you'll
laughing
get
because
the
nobody
most
nobody wants
out of
it.
our first ultra premium foldable by pairing it with Pixel Watch. So when you pre-order a Pixel Fold, you'll also get a Pixel Watch on us.
Yeah, everyone's laughing.
The Pixel family continues to grow into the most dynamic mobile hardware portfolio in the market today.
Come on, man.
From a broad selection of smartphones to watches, earbuds, and now tablets and foldables, there are more ways than ever to experience the helpfulness Pixel's known for, wherever and whenever you need it. Now let me pass it back to Sundar. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Rick. I'm really enjoying the new tablet and the first Pixel foldable phone. And I'm proud of the progress Android is driving across the ecosystem. As we wrap up, I've been reflecting on the big technology shifts that we've all been a part of. The shift with AI is as big as they come, and that's why it's so important that we make AI helpful for everyone. We are approaching it boldly with a sense of excitement, because as we look ahead,
I'd be buying a new
Google's
PC
deep
at that
understanding
price.
of information, combined with the capabilities of generative AI,
I could build a mega
can
PC at that
transform
price.
search and all of our products
That
yet
is
again.
insane.
And we are
It's
doing
just
this
insane.
responsibly in a way that underscores the deep commitment we feel to get it right.
No.
No one company can do this alone. Our
The
developer
answer,
community
Aditya, is
will
no.
be key to unlocking the enormous opportunities
It's going to
ahead.
keep going.
We look forward to working together and building together. So on behalf of all of us at Google, thank you and enjoy the rest of I/O.
Yeah, everyone looks thrilled. Anyone feeling a little bit underwhelmed? Anyone? Just me? No? Pixel 7a, brilliant. Fantastic. Tablet, very, very good. The Fold is what I was really interested in. And that actually looks quite disappointing. Nothing that we didn't know. I thought they would elaborate on technical specifications and software features. I thought there'd be more software features. You know, because, you know, Google's a software company, so I kind of expected more software features. Literally, yeah. 7a in a tab. Very good. I'm really interested in the tab. In the Fold, sorry. I'm really interested in the Fold for the form factor, the cameras that you get with that, because no other foldables got cameras like that that'll be as good. Just guaranteed. Yeah. But the price. Like, how can you have Pixel phones priced so cheaply and then have the Fold at that? I mean, I realize that they're probably not making many. They don't want to risk making too many because they're worried that they're not going to sell many. But the thing is, you're pricing it so high that you're putting people off buying it. So, would they have just been better off producing more and just lowering the cost some more? You know? Because that screen didn't look fantastic. It didn't look very smooth. It looked very... It didn't look like it had very good conformity, you know? I'll go on use for 600 in a couple of months. You wish. You wish. This is the thing, though, right? So, you're not going to buy it just for the camera, though, are you? You're not buying a foldable for a camera. At least I know I'm not. So, it's just confusing to me. It's really confusing. I don't get it. I don't get their approach. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. The 8 Pro I expect to be really, really good. I'm excited for that. I'm genuinely excited for that. You're buying it for the exclusive features as well, but what exclusive features? They just announced the, not Magic Eraser, but the other one, coming to Google Photos. In years gone by, that would have been coming to Pixel. They've already moved away from giving Pixel exclusive features. So, what reason is there to buy a Pixel, really? If you can use those features. Magic Editor. That's the one. I keep forgetting the name. Magic Editor. But that's coming to Google Photos, so you'll be able to use that on your S23 Ultra. Did they mention anything about AI during the show? You know what? I think I missed it. We should watch it all again just to check. Behind Google One paywall will be... Yes, exactly. Exactly. And let's face it, everybody's paying for these things now. Like, you're paying for it, right? We're all paying for a little bit of storage regardless. I mean, Google One's not exactly expensive for the first tier. I think the tablet's still a really good price. I think it's still a good price. But, yeah, I'll be off myself in a second, Dietrich, but enjoy your Overwatch, mate. Take it easy, dude. Overwatch 2, right? But yeah, I just don't see... Don't get me wrong, the Pixel camera is still one of the best out there. And if you buy in sort of that sort of £400 to £600 price range, then you're not going to get a better camera. Simple as. And it's still, like, the Pixel 7 Pro is still better than this S23 Ultra in many ways, I have to say. I took far nicer photos on the Pixel 7 Pro than I'm taking on this. So, for the camera, great. I expected the Fold to have other features. They sort of just breezed through it really quickly and didn't really show anything in depth, which I think is kind of worrying. It's kind of worrying. Yeah. It's kind of weird on the tablet pricing then, Joe. Does it start? It starts at $599 here. That is kind of weird. So normally the pound value lowers a little bit compared to dollars, doesn't it? But it's 100 more, but pounds? That's crackers. That makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. That's really strange if that's the case. Right, I think we're going to leave it there. We've been on for over 2 hours. I need to get a bit of food. Guys, thank you very much for hanging out. If you haven't liked the stream already, if you could drop a like, that'd be fantastic. We'll be back tomorrow. We're coming back for another stream tomorrow. We're coming back because it's Xperia Day. And that is something I am more excited about. Yes, it's going to be very expensive. But yes, it's got a lot of new tech in there that I am really hyped about. It's going to be good. I'm going to aim to get on for... Let's call it 11 a.m. Let's call it 11 a.m. Get on for 11. I'm going to stream the presentation that they've done. And then we're going to go through the features and talk about it a bit. And Joe... Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with me. It's been good fun. I always try to stream these events just because it's easy to just talk with people and get people's feedback on things really quickly. So, yeah. So, later than 11 so I can join. What time would need to be later than 11, Jimmy? How much later would you need? Don't say 5 p.m. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. He's going to say like 5 p.m. I can feel it. But I'm going to have to go with 11 a.m.-ish. See? I told you, like 5. I knew it. I knew it. I want to get it done earlier in the day because everyone else is going to be pushing out content at some point. So the earlier I can do it, the better. I'd like to do a little stream of it and also push out a video. So, yeah, I'm going to have to do earlier in the day, mate. Sorry. Because Sony is streaming it at like 5 a.m. So I want to get some content out quickly on it. Right, take it easy, folks. Enjoy the rest of your night, your day, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I will see you all soon. Stay grounded. See you on the next one.